I've sold a sports card on eBay every single day throughout the entirety of 2025 up to this point, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. In the past 127 days, I've sold over 1,000 sports cards on eBay and generated over $15,000 in sales. In this video, I'm going to take a deep dive into the numbers, the analytics, and give you guys an insight on what I've learned throughout this experiment that I've done through the first 4 months of 2025. I hope you guys are ready for this. Let's get into it. There's no better place to start than where this started. At the start of 2025, I decided I wanted to try a challenge of selling a sports card on eBay every single day throughout the entire year and document the entire process on my TikTok and on my YouTube. I've had a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of people have came along for the ride so far. They've bought stuff off me. We've made videos, we've given out gifts, and it's just been a really fun thing that we've kind of made a little series around. So I've had a lot of fun with it, and there's a lot of stuff that I've learned. Going into the year, there was a couple things that I did not really understand that I've kind of learned throughout the last 4 months. For me, the main thing is, in order to be selling a lot on eBay, you need to constantly be buying. And that's been kind of tough for me because I've picked up a lot of cards and I'm buying stuff every single week, but I'm not selling as much as I'm picking up. So I'm definitely intaking more throughout the process. I have over $20,000 worth of inventory in my possession right now, and that's tough because I am trying to flip through this quicker, and there's days where I might only sell a couple dollar cards on eBay, but then there's also days where I'll sell $1,000 on eBay, so it kind of balances out. But that's something that I've really learned is you need to find a way to be consistently buying but also consistently selling stuff at that same time. I wanted to make a little bit of a series on social media throughout this process, and that's where our Selling a Card a Day on eBay series started. If you follow me on TikTok or YouTube, you'll see that I post every single day a video of what I sold. I'll share a card that I liked and tell a little bit about it. If a customer buys something, we'll pack it up for them and then we'll throw in a gift. And it's just been a really fun little side kind of series within my brand that I've created, and it's been really fun. And the reason I wanted to do this was I wanted to just experiment at the start of the year and say, I want to do a series that can run through the entire year and see if we can grow something that a lot of people start to follow and start to enjoy. And up to this point, we're 127 days in. It's May 7th right now, so we're a little over 4 months into the year, and we've gained a lot of followers on these videos, and a lot of people have commented, liked, and subscribed from this. It's been really beneficial for me, is also with you guys, because I feel like you guys are learning what can sell very well on eBay, what to not buy. I'm trying to do a little bit more of showing what I've bought that maybe hasn't sold, and that's what we're going to work on in the coming months, is show, hey, I picked up this lot for, let's say, $500, but I only was able to sell this amount of cards, and this stuff is kind of stale inventory. And that's something I've learned is a lot of times I've just bought anything. If somebody comes to me with a lot, I'll say I'll buy anything. If someone comes to me with a lot, I've kind of made a point to say I'll buy anything regardless of the price point, whether it's a 25-cent card or a $1,000 card. So I've kind of learned through that I need to be a little more selective on the dollar cards. Like, if they're going to be free throw-ins, I will take them. I'll list them on eBay for $1, and I know 80% of the time they're going to sit there for probably a year and get 0 clicks, 0 traction. But that's just part of it, because there's going to be a day where somebody comes and clicks that buy it now and buys it for $1. But for me, I've just been accumulating a lot of inventory, and I have over 3,500 listings on my eBay right now, and that's not going down anytime soon. I'm continually taking in more inventory, continually listing more cards. So that's something that I'm trying to make a big point of, is to make sure that I can know I'm going to sell a card if I'm buying these cheap ones, if I'm not getting them for free. So if somebody comes to me with that big lot, I need to make sure that I can sell that. Lucky for you guys, we're going to dig into the analytics, and I'm going to show you the numbers from my eBay analytics right here. So as you can see, we've pulled the report for January 1st through May 7th, which is today. And I'm going to show you guys everything from the numbers to what sells best for me and my kind of process through everything. So first of all, the big number right here that kind of matters but doesn't really matter is the total amount of sales right here, 15,718. So we sold almost $16,000 worth of cards on eBay so far throughout 2025, and that's good. But when you break down that they've taken almost $1,000 for taxes, the shipping costs have been almost $4,000. My net sales have been $11,168. So that's still pretty good in the big picture of things, considering I don't sell just on eBay. I sell on a lot of different platforms, and this is just kind of more of a fun experimental thing that I've been doing. But as we go down a little bit more, this is something I really want to get into, and something that I've been trying to work on this year is repeat buyers. I make it a point that in every single order that I list, I always put a business card in, and I always try to get that first kind of contact point and get them to follow me on something, so then they can see a story, maybe they'll see a link to my eBay, and they'll come back and buy. So for me, throughout the course of this year, we've had 894 different buyers, which when you think about it, we've sold 1,120 cards to about 900 people. So that's a decent amount right there. Like, that's not terrible. And when you look at that, 836 of them have been the first time buyers, or I guess I could say one time buyers, where they've only bought one card for me or like one order for me. And that's 93% of the total people that have bought for me. So what I'm trying to push up a little bit is, you can see the repeat buyers here. It's been 58 total buyers for a total of 6.5% of the total sales that we've made. So that's up over 1,000% from this time last year, which, you know, it's not bad, it's not good. Next up, I want to show you guys the listing insights. This is a very important tool if you have an eBay store to look at. For you, it can kind of give you a little guide of what you need. So I can see the quantity of cards sold. So like if I have a huge quantity of a certain card that's sold, and I know that that's going to be a popular card, I can find that here. I can also see what's sold from the highest to the lowest, and just get a little bit more of that data that I need to know when I'm buying stuff in the future. So you can see here, if we sort by quantity sold and we put this to the highest, we've only sold quantity of 2 items this year. We sold 2 of these 2018 US Olympics and Paralympic complete sets for a total of $60, so it's about $30 a set when they sell. And then we sold 2 Shohei Ohtani PSA 9 rookies for $100 in total sales. So I don't really sell a lot of stuff in bulk, or quantity I should say, because if you just sort by the regular, everything else is going to have a 1 next to it. So we sold one of a ton of different cards. But I think that's what's really interesting, is you can see I sell everything from dollar cards all the way up to, I think my highest sale this year was about $500 if we click right here. Yep, so we sold a Darth Vader card for $511. So really, for me, it's just trying to find that middle ground, that something is going to sell for me, and just knowing what cards are going to sell. And I'm still working on that every single day. I still want to buy stuff every day, but it's always tough figuring out what's the best thing in my store and what do I want to be known for on eBay, because I feel like I don't really have that yet. I'm just kind of the mass sports card guy on eBay. And my store's not big. I only have about 300 followers on my store. I've done about 3,000 different sales on eBay throughout the lifetime of my store, but I do want to keep growing it. And as you can see here, I've had some decent sales, and eBay is something that I'd like to grow. Everybody complains about the fees. I don't really like to complain about the fees, because I just think you're gonna pay it regardless, whether you sell it on Whatnot, whether you sell it on eBay, whether you sell it on whatever. You're still gonna pay taxes on it at the end of the year. You're still gonna get hit with some sort of percentage, no matter, unless you're selling it on Instagram yourself, which for me, I sell a decent amount on Instagram, but it's just so much easier to get in front of all of this huge audience of eBay for me personally. So now I'm going to talk about my plans for the next 8 months, and to finish out 2025, and what I'm trying to accomplish throughout my journey of selling a sports card on eBay every single day in 2025. So obviously, I want to continue this series throughout the entirety of 2025. And like I said, with my plans for the rest of 2025 is continue this series. I post a daily short form content video about this. I'd say probably 5.5 times a week. I'd say I post Monday through Friday, guaranteed every single day of the month. And then I probably post on Saturday 2 times a month. And then those Sundays, I kind of just take that off, but I'm still selling cards, and I'll update you guys on Monday every single time. So just know, if a video doesn't come out, we're still trying to sell cards on eBay, and there's going to be content coming the next day. With this series, it's really important for me to continue making this content, because I've seen such an exponential growth on my YouTube specifically. I'm close to 1,500 subs right now. I did just get monetized last week, so that was awesome to be able to start making money off YouTube now. Always been a dream of mine to make money off YouTube, and I've had a lot of fun making videos, so I'm going to continue to make videos. And if you guys have any idea for content that you want to see, let me know. I am always open to trying some new content and trying something new, so that's a big part of this series also. It's just, it doesn't need to be just making a reel a day, or making like a update video every 4 or 6 months like I'm doing in this video right now. So if you guys have anything that you want to see, please let me know in the comments. Drop that in the comments below, and I will definitely consider it. I'm always open to hearing your guys' suggestions. But then to continue on this journey, I'm going to need more inventory. I don't want stale inventory. I want to keep flipping through stuff. I want to move stuff. And that's my goal for the next 8 months more than anything, is to find a way to flip through this 20 grand of inventory that I'm sitting on right now. And yeah, it's listed at 20 grand. Realistically, it's probably like 14 to 15 grand if I had to take a guess. Sometimes I just list stuff a little higher, letting offers come in. So I'm going to try to flip through that, but at the same time, I need inventory. So if you have any inventory, please, please, please reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is at minigraphs99, or send me an email if that's easier. If you have a spreadsheet or anything, nick@minigraphs.com. I'll link that in the description below, and let me know what you have for stuff. I'm always buying like $1 to $20 cards are kind of my bread and butter for this challenge and what I like to list on eBay, but I'll take a look at anything. So if you have anything for sale, please reach out and let's try to get a deal done, because I need inventory bad. Outside of that, I really want to hit $50,000 in total sales on eBay, and I know that's not profit. That's not what I'm taking home after fees and everything, but it's just a round number that I've been trying to hit. I got pretty close to it last year, and this year I'm very confident I can hit it with the amount that I'm listing in my new card system that I have in place, with listing with my Card Dealer Pro, also linked in the bio if you guys want to check out that. And then I've got my card scanner, which makes everything so much easier. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Always here to help, and we will see everybody in the next video. Peace.